Now, a dear friend of mine who knows a lot about sort of restoration of weapons and things like that, so he's into his World War II stuff. He's got a terrific collection. I'm hoping to see him next week, so more on that at some point. But he said, you know, he's seen what I've done on the old musket. You've seen I sort of semi-polished it, and he thought it would look good if it was in gun blue. Right, you know, it might look a bit more authentic, and it preserves it as well, doesn't it, a little bit, because it oxidizes it. So anyway, I've got some of this application gun blue touch-up it is, but it does the same thing. It's it looks like lip balm, but it's actually, I think, nitric and sulfuric acid based, or something like that, or certainly nitric acid based. So I am going to be wearing some gloves, but I might do some of the components on this old musket and see how they come up, just because it's pouring down with rain, and it's nothing better, is there, if it's raining, than mucking about in your old shed. This is the old musket. I keep it in a lovely box, and I made like a little ramrod for it out of stainless steel and brass, just to complete it a little bit. But probably some of the parts to ball up, or sorry, put this gun blue on is, let's try the barrel and see how we get on, because it's lovely the way it sort of strips down. Now you may recall that although I give this a bit of a polish up, and you know I wouldn't advise it on any antique, you know, all you're going to do is devalue it, but it was in such a poor condition when I got it, and it was covered in sort of black goop like paint, that I felt it was justifiable. Anyway, so let's see how we get on. I'm just going to give it a try. Sort of like jelly. Crikey, it reacts really quickly. Ha! Look at that! Changing the colour of it straight away, isn't it? Well, that's pretty good. Ha! Well, I'm impressed. And apparently you just wash it off once it's done its business. This coating just gets washed off then, and the permanent sort of bluey like coating's applied. Again, I'm wearing gloves because it's strong acid based. Trying to give it a bit of a into every nook and cranny. Huh. So there's a bit of oil on that bit. You're not going to see that, so I'm not too worried about that. But the other bit is coming on a tree, isn't it? Look at that. Back from the leaking gutter and the rainwater. Hey, that's pretty good. Huh. So quick to put a finish on it. Wow. Don't know. Do I like it or not? I sort of do and I don't. Looks a bit, probably needs a bit of oil. What would it look like with a bit of oil on it? You always have a little bit of oil on a gun, don't you? Even old ones. You want a little bit of just lasting protection. Okay, a bit more coming off. It's a very, hey, that looks a lot better. Gives it a little bit of a shimmer. Got a bit more of the excess off as well. And hopefully any acid that's left would have reacted with that oil, making it a lot safer. Hey, that looks pretty good actually. I like the look of that now. Yeah, okay. Well, let's carry on as we went on. Carry on. Do a bit more. Okay, nice. So clever the way these things strip down. Almost permanent supply of lovely water, ionised water in a way, UK weather, and put it back together again. Right, I'm going to give it a wash. Kind of the one size fits all. acids are particularly good at reacting with fats. That's how they make soap. So hopefully if there's any acid left, it's now turned into the equivalent of WD-40 soap. And I can start reassembly. Great. Well, that's the finished result anyway, and hopefully it's put a protective oxidised layer or whatever etched into it a little bit. I mean, I could always polish it off if I needed to, but it'll protect it, I guess. It looks a bit more menacing, doesn't it, somehow, with the stealth edition, but I think the trigger mechanism's not really working at the moment. I'll have to have a look at that. But yeah, alright, that's the update. So the product I used was Philips Cold Gun Blue, and available on eBay and other sort of stores or whatever. I'm not a sponsor for it, but it seemed to work really well. I'm quite pleased with the finish. Most importantly, it's going to reduce its chances of going rusty because it's got an oxidised layer or whatever it's done to it.